Hello again, friends. I have a lot of makeup, so I just kind of wanted to get organized, clear out the little bits of like travel size and trial makeup that I get from like Ipsy or any of that stuff that I don't really use on a regular basis, but I can't really depart with any of my palettes because I'm a makeup hoarder.
I really have a problem
because I don't even use most of them on a day-to-day basis, but some of them are just so unique and interesting that even if I don't use them, I just keep them anyway. I can't, in this blue bag I have right here, I can't remember the last time I touched any of these palettes, honestly. But I'm going to go through and inventory them for you, and then I'm just going to give you an idea of what I do and don't use, really. Starting with Urban Decay Moon Dust. You can see where I've dipped like in this one, and this one, and this one, and like I've swatched the other ones probably.
Girl, what do you mean, probably?
Urban Decay Ultimate Basics. Like, not even touched. But I had to have it. Okay, Swamp Queen is a little bit of a different story. I did use the highlight in Swamp Queen quite a bit. It was very nice. It still smells amazing. So I love this palette so much. It's the Holiday 2016 Kylie palette. It is so pretty, and it's like one of those things, this is why I can't part with it. And Frosty, this silver up here is so pigmented and beautiful. It's so funny. I saw a tweet today that was like, man, 13-year-olds now who are contouring their face and doing cut creases will never understand having Walmart drugstore foundation and the same naked palette for 2 years. And let me tell you, I relate. They were saying Half-Baked and Foxy and all that stuff right on the crease and all over the lid. And oh, Foxy, we lost you. I related to that so much. But they were trusty, and it's like this Naked 3 palette, literally, I don't even think I've touched it really. But I had to have it. Naked Smoky, I used to dip in, oh wow. I used to do, you can kind of see the indent on this one. I used whiskey to fill in my brows for a long time. And now we have all my Kylie stuff. So this, I think this palette is beautiful. I've heard it's really good. I don't have it open because I told my family whenever they bought it, I got it for Christmas. I told them whenever they bought it for me, either I would like this palette or the Modern Renaissance palette. And they got me both for Christmas. And so I prefer the Modern Renaissance palette. It has more shadows in it. But yeah, I mean, whenever I run out of Modern Renaissance, I will probably just get into this because I do use Modern Renaissance a lot. It's one that I carry with me like in all my bags, or whenever I have to choose one palette, I always just use Modern Renaissance. Okay, this one, I actually think like I bought this one just when it came out. This is the Royal Peach palette. Yeah, the Royal Peach palette, like it's still in its box because I have used it before. It's one of those where it's like it's unique to the point where you don't really use it that often, but I still want it in my collection because it's got like these really pretty like electric blue, and that color is really unique. And the more I'm looking at these, the more I think I want to get into these. Like they're so pretty. I have this really nice Urban Decay blush. It's a really weird color, but it actually looks pretty good on. At least I think it does. I was kind of scammed by a Sephora worker. I also forgot to show you the other palettes that I have in my everyday makeup. I have this, which is like my travel bag that I keep all my palettes in, and then I have my everyday makeup where I keep Subculture. It's been very dirtied by my bag and still like, again, hardly even touched. I thought I just had to have it because it's, again, so unique and so beautiful. And I love the color scheme that it is serving me. It was one of those things where I was kind of an ABH stan. I still am, and I just felt the need. It's kind of like how when I was 14 and felt the need to have all the naked palettes, I still feel the need to have all the ABH palettes. Even though I don't use them that often, I still feel like I gotta keep it around. I even keep it in my everyday bag because one of these I'm just gonna use it. I keep Modern Renaissance in here, and Modern Renaissance is probably my most used palette. It's very like worn and beat up, but I mean, you can tell. I've definitely dipped into it more than others. I also use the Jaclyn Hill palette a lot. I don't have it with me because I keep it at my mom's house. My other palette, non-eye palette, Shade and Light, it is like, you can tell that I use this, but I don't use any of the other colors. Like, comment down below, what do you guys use these top 3 for? I mean, brightening, I guess, but like, I don't know. I have under eye like concealer and powder that I just don't use that stuff for. And then, because like I said, I'm an ABH stan, I I went into Ulta because I needed some more Shape Tape because that is something that I cannot live without, and your girl did get her Shape Tape. But they had the Norvina palette, and I did not think it was supposed to be out yet. Like, I knew it had launched online, but I didn't know it was in stores yet. And they had it, and I had to get it. I could get it for a discount at Sephora in like 2 days, but I didn't want to wait that long because there's not a Sephora where I go to school. Bloomington. I don't know why I'm trying to hide that. So I'm not going to be near Sephora but the next time I go to school. So I just decided it's an investment, and it is so beautiful. I'm going to get it out of the package actually. It's so beautiful. The color scheme is honestly everything. Purple is my favorite color, and you don't really get a lot of good purples for eye looks. So, you know, I just felt the need to have it. Side note, how many times do I say I have to have something? So yeah, thanks for watching my haul.